So we are on the seventh topic of the day right now with the Black Panther update. This is coming from Screen Rant. Black Panther 2 footage description. Shuri, Nakia, and Okoye in battle. Marvel Studios debuted the first footage for Black Panther Wakanda Forever that teases Shuri, Okoye, and Nakia leading Wakanda into battle. Of course, there's Shuri right there. Marvel Studios debuted first footage from Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I just read that. Following the record-setting debut of Black Panther in 2018, Marvel Studios quickly began developing a sequel. The movie was met with a tragedy from the passing of Chadwick Boseman. Black Panther Wakanda Forever took necessary time to retool without T'Challa, but Marvel and Coogler still decided to make the sequel to honor Boseman's legacy. Most details on Black Panther Wakanda Forever have remained under wraps officially. They've confirmed returning cast members of the people from the first film, and while Kevin Feige confirmed Dominique Thorne will debut as Ironheart in Black Panther 2, the studio has still yet to confirm the land-stoning rumor that Namor is the villain as the Wakanda and Atlantis go to war. Do they actually describe what they saw, or is it just they're going into battle? Now, Marvel Studios has shown first Black Panther Wakanda Forever footage as a part of Disney's presentation at CinemaCon, where Screen Rant is attending. The footage came as a part of a larger sizzle reel upcoming slate, and the Nakia united at the front lines of a battle. The Black Panther 2 footage does not include confirmation on who Wakanda's army is preparing to fight, but this could be a big tease for Namor's villainous role. Elliot, what do you think about this, man? Like, if it was up to me, and it's not, if I were to introduce Namor into the MCU, it would be like everything else, its own solo movie, just to get us introduced to the world.
Yeah.
They didn't do that with Black Panther. I mean, he was introduced in Captain America Civil War and it worked out just fine.
Right.
But how does this make you feel? I mean, it's obviously going to make you feel some type of way because we're all passionate about Black Panther and we're still all grieving Chadwick.
Yeah.
So we can't, none of us has the right to get mad. Well, I don't want to say that. It just depends because we don't know what's coming. But anyway, how does this sound to you? Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel nervous? Are you on the fence? Does it get you excited? How are you feeling about this news that footage was shown and it's showing them possibly going into battle, possibly fighting Namor?
Yeah, it's, man, I mean, we talk about it, we've been talking about it for a while in regards to what we can anticipate, hope to see with this film. You know, we got the rumors of Namor, like you just read off, which I think it's pretty much is Hollywood's almost biggest secret, that Namor will be one of the main villains of the film, if not the main one. Seeing Okoye, obviously the Dora Milaje and Shuri and Nakia in the battle. I mean, that is badass. I mean, they're badass women. They're kicked a lot of ass in the first one. I want to see them kick more ass in the second one, obviously, with the huge hole that they're going to be missing with Chadwick Boseman and King T'Challa being out of the mix, as we're assuming will be the case. I don't know, man. It's a 50-50 for me, man, in regards to just it sounds awesome. It sounds really cool. I have a lot of faith in Ryan Coogler as a writer and director, but it's obviously the elephant in the room, man. It's just the whole T'Challa angle and like seeing Namor going against T'Challa and not reading all the comics, but seeing some of the panels and just seeing the epicness between those two and the rivalry between the two, and knowing that that's not going to be the case, at least that we know, kind of sucks, if I'm being honest with you, man. As you meant, you know, we talked about mutants. I mean, he's one of the first. I mean, people go back and forth. Was it Apocalypse the first mutant or Namor? I mean, either or. He's one of the most. He's the original mutant, one of the first original mutants to come up in the Marvel comics. So it's just one of those things where you just try to find something to latch on to. You try to get excited for, but then you just keep remembering all of the stuff we've heard about behind the scenes, obviously with the loss of Chadwick, the stuff going on with Shuri and Letitia Wright and all the stuff behind the scenes. Ryan Coogler gets pulled up. I mean, gets taken in, talked over with the cops. I mean, it's just like this film is cursed, man. But I'm just hoping they could find something good. I totally forgot Ironheart's in this film too. So I
Yeah.
don't know, Brandon. I'm really when I did my most anticipated films of the year, it was number one for me, just because I'm just so intrigued to see what they do with it, and I'm hoping, I'm championing that this film is just, something epic. But it's just a lot of stuff going against it, man. And this is I don't know, man. What about you, Brandon?
Yeah, man. I am, of course, trying to keep my expectations low.
Yeah,
I know you said this is your most anticipated. It's not for me,
yeah,
just because I'm not mad at anybody. I just don't want to be disappointed and let down.
yeah, yeah.
And Marvel has an impossible task on their hands right now. I
Yeah,
wouldn't know what to do, and of course, I want to be fair.
yeah.
But Black Panther, the first one, that was my most anticipated, not in just 2018, but in life.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
I mean, I
I'll never
was
forget that.
just
Yeah.
sweating and crying tears
Mm-hmm.
just in anticipation for that movie. It's
Right.
nowhere remotely close now. I'm gonna be crying in the theater, most likely. Chadwick, no. It
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
so I can't to be honest with you, um if they're going into battle, if they're fighting Namor, that may be the best thing that they could do right now. Because Namor is a dope villain, he's a dope
Yeah.
character, and
Atlantis, all that stuff that
right.
comes with them. Yeah. Yeah.
It is a way to get people in the theater, which was going to show up anyway, but you might as well
Right.
maximize
Right.
on everything if possible.
Mhm.
I even if T'Challa doesn't show up in Black Panther 2, which he most likely won't, even though we have a
Mhm.
multiverse coming right now and they could weave that in there, I wouldn't be mad if he's not there. Just don't kill the character.
Mhm.
Excuse me. Let him come back in part 3, recast, or either recast or variant, or he comes from a different universe.
Mhm.
But ultimately it would make me happy if of course Chadwick was still here, or we had a recasting. But I
Yeah.
mean, I guess this is the next best thing we can get, so I don't have any room to complain. I'm just
Yeah.
nervous. I'm
Yeah,
just
man.
nervous. I'm just nervous.
Telling you
So
right now, Brandon, when that trailer drops, I think it's going to be not only the most viewed trailer of all time, but
oh
that's going
yeah,
to really let us know
oh yeah.
a
So
lot.
we'll probably see it in probably July,
Think Thor?
in front of Thor, or right
Mm.
behind Thor. I mean, that makes sense.
Are they going to Comic-Con this year, Marvel or Disney?
D23 I know,
D23.
but a Comic-Con I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see, man.
Oof.
Yeah, straight up blasphemy. They're talking about a Black Panther with no Black Panther.
Yeah.
Namor about to watch them. Keyword watch.
Mm.
He actually did that in the comics. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
so he's pretty powerful. He
Yeah.
just can't be recasted. Okay. Can we just get to T'Challa Royal Gallery? There's mutants in this gallery. Recast T'Challa.
Yeah.
I don't care about this movie anymore.
Ah,
Damn.
man, that sucks. That
Miles
sucks,
Sharice,
man.
I don't have a lot of faith. Damn,
Mm.
that's too bad. I don't want to
Yeah.
watch BP2 without T'Challa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's problematic. Black Panther 2 is definitely going to be hard to watch. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I try not to worry about it. Chadwick, our ancestor, is speaking. Namor was a part of the Phoenix Force, wrecked Wakanda. T'Challa threatened to kill them after they dealt with the multiverse incursions. Already keep leaving those informed
So many
opinions.
great
Thank you.
stories, man. Man. I don't know, Brandon. Like I said, that first trailer is gonna say a lot, and I really hope this film does well, man. It still baffles me, Brandon, that even I think of James Gunn's situation, how they push back, like that literally pushed back the Guardians to that film was supposed to come out almost 3 years ago, I think, at this point. But obviously they accommodate the whole James Gunn situation. I still baffled that they didn't postpone this film. They had more reasons to postpone it than Guardians, but they, for whatever reason, they want this film to be in the position that it's in.
Yeah, that is kind of wild, man. I would not be sad if they still pushed it back another year.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, especially with the announcements of the shows, the Wakanda
Yeah,
shows, to build Wakanda, as we were, hoping to get with those shows. You built the
right.
lore, built those characters, the secondary characters that will be primary characters. Now, it's weird, man. They obviously have this is part of Kevin. We praised them. This is a segment ago, but this is a very idiotic decision, in my opinion, that Kevin Feige is allowing this film to come out in November with all the pressure.
Yeah, it's weird too, because I know Sharronda with Pad Weight, she been real loud online the past few years, like why they didn't rush this film, and now they're rushing it. and we don't want them to.
Yeah.
Kind of backwards. But hey, we'll see.
man.
Well said, everybody in the chat. Well said, Elliot. And again, guys, if you would like to read this article, it is in the description box for you to read at your own leisure. Rest in peace, Chadwick, and recast T'Challa.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, there we go. And guys, let's go ahead and move on to the